Let's get ready to rock and roll! Greetings, fellow Facebookites and fellow YouTubeites. Crisscross Applesauce here. Today is Monday, March the 11th of 2013. Okay, now I've got the little tour update that I wanted to pass along to y'all. There's been some additions to, a couple of additions to the up-and-coming Rush tour that I've told you all about. Don't worry, I'm not going to go over that whole list again. Been there, done that. But I do want to pass on, yeah, there's a couple of more tour dates for Rush's Clockwork Angels 2013 tour in Canada. Okay, on July the 8th, okay, they're going to be... now, I mentioned on July the 6th, they'll be in Hamilton, Ontario at the Cops Coliseum. Okay, well, here's the first of the two editions. Okay, on July the 8th, they'll be in Ottawa, Ontario at Lebreton Flats. I think that's how you pronounce it. Lebreton. Okay, and that's July the 8th, and tickets are on sale now for that, for that show. Okay, now, and of course, on July 12th, that's when they're going to be, like I said before, in Halifax, Nova Scotia, at the Halifax Metro Center. Okay, I've got some, well, for that show, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, for those of you around the Halifax, Nova Scotia area. The bad news is that the July 12th show in Halifax had sold out within minutes. So that's bad news for those of y'all who weren't able to get tickets to that show. But here's the good news. On July the 14th, Rush has added another show at the Halifax Metro Center. That's right. So those of you who haven't been able to get tickets to the July 12th show in Halifax, now you got another chance. July the 14th, also in Halifax at the Halifax Metro Center. Now, tickets are on pre-sale for those of you who qualify for pre-sale, like those of you in the Rush fan club. And I think there's also a tour package available too. Okay, but anyway, but tickets do go on sale to the general public for that July 14th show this coming Saturday, March the 16th at 10 a.m. Okay, so you folks in Halifax who weren't able to get tickets to the July 12th show, now you got another chance. You can get tickets to the July 14th show in Halifax. So that's 2 nights, July 12th and 14th in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Okay, and like I said, before that, July the 8th. Okay, that's good news for you Ottawa people. Ottawa, Ontario. They'll be at Lebreton Flats on July the 18th. Tickets are on sale now for that show. Okay, and so just wanted to go ahead and pass on those extra tour dates. Of course, if you don't remember all those tour dates I mentioned, you can always go back to those previous videos I did, or better yet, you could go to rush.com to get all the tour dates. Okay. Okay. So anyway, one thing I think y'all, I don't know if y'all heard this or not, but you know, the World Baseball Classic games. We had some World Baseball Classic games this past weekend here in Phoenix. I didn't go to any of them, but during the top of the ninth, during this one game between Canada and Mexico, I don't know if y'all heard, seen any stories about it, but you could say I went to a fight and a baseball game broke out. Yeah, what happened was this Canada batter was up at the plate, and this pitcher from the Mexico team, you know, threw the ball and it hit the batter in the shoulder, and bench is cleared. Oh man. I'll tell you what, you know, blows your mind, you know, the whole thing, you know. It's like, good thing I haven't seen any of those at D-backs games, you know. But you never know. That's like, you know, in any sport, you get, you know, the thrill of, you know, all the emotions and all the pressures and all that stuff, and Yeah, it kind of reminds me, back in the spring of '93, we had that here in Phoenix when my Phoenix Suns were up against the Knicks. When because I remember that when you know it's like and emotions were running clear already. It's like one of the coaches from the Suns team, got thrown out, and at one point, they went nose to nose. But here's where hell really broke loose when as the clock was winding down, last handful of minutes of the first half. Last handful of seconds of the first half. When Doc, I think Doc Rivers of the Knicks had the ball. Then Kevin Johnson shouldered Doc Rivers and ran. And then I take it back. I don't think Doc Rivers had the ball after all. I take that back. But anyway, Doc Rivers running, and KJ came along and shouldered Doc Rivers, and then Doc ran after KJ, and oh man, that's when the benches cleared, and it really got ugly. And just when you think it couldn't get any hairier, along comes this other Nick, Greg Anthony, who wasn't even in uniform. He came along and attacks KJ, and he starts going at it, and like when Pat Riley was trying to break up the fight, he wound up getting a rip in his pants and all that stuff. Oh, yeah, and as a result of that melee, 4 Knicks and 2 Suns got thrown out. I think it was KJ and Danny Ainge, in the Suns, and the and of course the Knicks was Greg Anthony and Doc Rivers and two more Knicks. I don't remember who they were, but oh man, I didn't have cable TV at the time. It wasn't on regular TV. We didn't have cable at the time. I was listening to it on KTAR on 620 KTAR here in Phoenix. And I knew it had to be a really, really mess when that Suns broadcaster, Al McCoy, he was saying that he had never seen anything as crappy as that in all his years of being an NBA broadcaster. Oh, man. Blows your mind, all that crap, but what can I say? You never know what could happen at a sports event, And I know it happens, from what I understand, happens quite a bit, when they have these World Cup soccer matches and all that stuff. And not just with among the teams, but among the fans, too. Oh, makes you wonder if you ever want to go to a World Cup soccer match. Huh. Went to a fight in a soccer game broke out, went to a fight in a basketball game broke out. Blows your mind. Well, and of course, moving right along, moving right along. I can't, I don't know about y'all, but I can't help but feel for you people who had to set your watches and clocks ahead 1 hour this past weekend, and the fact that down here in Phoenix, in fact, most of Arizona, we don't have to do that because most of Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings time. In fact, the only part of Arizona that does is the Navajo Nation, on account of the fact that parts of the Navajo Nation are also in Utah and New Mexico. So, and of course, obviously, Utah and New Mexico are observing daylight time. So the way I see it, most of us here in Arizona might as well be in the Pacific Daylight Time Zone. See, I forgot what other parts of the world doesn't observe daylight time, though. I know Hawaii doesn't, but I don't remember who all does, But I think American Samoa, So, but anyway, but that's the way it goes, I don't know what you people think about that, and some of you probably think it sucks. Well, yeah, maybe I should consider moving here to Arizona, So, who knows? But, oh, and one more thing. I don't know about y'all, but I'm finally getting around to taking care of my income taxes, I've just about taken care of my federal one. Now I'm going to do my state one. And I know surely there's some of you people out there who are procrastinators, but anyway, what can I say? If you people haven't done your taxes yet, you got a little bit more than a month to take care of it, because or else, or else beware the tax man, come to think of it, when April 15 rolls around, I think I might do a video, and I'll play. I don't know if y'all ever heard this rendition of that Beatles tune, "The Tax Man." Oh, the late great Stevie Ray Vaughan did a kick-ass rendition of that tune. Y'all ought to hear it. I think I'll do a little when April 15th rolls around. I'll do a little video of that. I'll play that song for y'all, and so see what y'all think of it. So, okay, well, anyway, that's going to do it for me for now. And yeah, I just wanted to at least go ahead and pass along those those updates for Rush, for those of you in the Ottawa and Halifax areas in Canada. So, okay, well, so that's going to do it for me for now. So what more can I say? But until next time, let's get ready to rock and roll! Crisscross Applesauce out. See you later.